Start your engines.
Hello, and welcome to this evening's Grand Prix. You join myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth. This is the SSRL. It's round 6 from Canada, brought to you by the Racing Notebook, KamiKayGifts, and Oszku Dog Toys. Check out the links in the description. So, we await the drivers to come out on track. Let's see if there's any muzika for the guys. We'll get some sounds for you through the channel. We have our 13 corners, 4.3 kilometers, 2.7 miles. The Canadian Grand Prix track, Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, has definitely thrown a few cat amongst the pigeons in recent years. Let's just move myself over there just a little tad. Happy days. So we've moved my step out of the way. We can see the timing screen there. So everyone's in the pits. Plenty of time to get around here in this qualifying session. 18 minutes on the clock. We're down to 17 minutes and 20 odd seconds. But it's going to be an interesting one. A very short track around here. Very fast. So the drivers have plenty of time to get 3 runs in when they feel like it. And they'll probably all end up on the track at the same time. It's looking like it's a very overcast day. There could be some rain in the air. We'll have to see how that develops. But as the field trundled their way down the pit lane towards the first sector and a few corners, one of the shortest pit lanes here on the track, you get a nice little shortcut through turns 1 straight out to the exit of turn 2 as well. So it can't be deceiving when the pit stops are happening, but I digress. The drivers are on track. Who do we have out there first and foremost? It is the Nocebo. Tell you lads, getting them wrong all race last time out, unfortunately for himself, but got away with it anyway. We'll hopefully keep an ear out for him this evening. He's the first car on track, so we shall see how he gets on before this rain comes down. I'm sure the rain could come down here and qualify, and I'm waiting to see a few spots. Everyone else is too, but as the Nocebo comes into the pits, he nearly crashed into the pits. Okay, so he's come in. Formal Pfeiffer is the next car out there. Wonder how he's feeling it. There's an AlphaTauri barreling up the inside of all these drivers. Harry flatters down towards the chicane, decides to keep going. Interesting tactic from a lot of these drivers. If it's going to rain, you have to get out there now to try and get a lap in. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in trouble. Down towards turns 1 goes Formula 1. Tight and twisty, 1 and 2. On the exit now, up over the hill towards 3 and 4. Sorry, 4 and 5. Apologies, 4 and 5 down the hill. Into 6, swooping right-hander. Difficult in the rain or with old tyres. Into 7 and 8. Now important to get a good exit through here. Sacrificed the first one to get a good exit through the second one, and he did not. He was very loose through the exit there. DRS wide open, his short shoot towards 9 and 10. Again, watch the curves, especially that one on the inside there through 10. And now we're barreling towards the hairpin. Turns 12. A pristine overtaking opportunity in the race, but you don't want to get caught out because the DRS is straight after it. Down the back straight now, main straight. Whatever way you want to see it. One big straight with a little chicane in the middle of it. We're coming up to that chicane, the bus stop chicane, with the wall of champions on the exit. And Formula 1 comes towards the line to set a 111.5. There's a few guys out there who want to try and beat that one for sure, but Kovicka into second at a 112.1, and the lap times are going to come thick and fast. Who am I going to jump down to try and have a look-ski at? Kachow. Kachow's about to cross the line, and he goes provisional pole in a 110.6. He absolutely smashes that lap time from Formula 1 at the moment. Quincy into 4th with a banker lap there. Chuckster's on an out lap. Alpine Fellowson might be on one there. Let's jump back to himself. Oh, did he disappear? No, there he is. he's invalidated. So, the first runs for a lot of these drivers. And he's invalidated. He must have invalidated on the chicane. The chicane. But as Fernando Alonso might call it, the chicken. Check it out in his Renault days. I think he was talking about that French track, Many Cours, I think it was. Yeah, he was bringing us around on an on-board lap with that. Anyway, I digress. Chugster started a lap out here in the Aston Martin, so we'll see how he gets on. He's coming towards the hairpin now. We're right on board. It's important to get your braking point right. And it looks as if we've run a little bit deep, which will compromise our power on the exit. So does the Williams, in fact. Chugster, not the greatest of runs through the hairpin, but we are green flag now down the back straight, the main straight towards the chicane with the Wall of Champions on the exit. How do we get through it the first time around? A lot of respect given, 2 bites of the cherry there, but he gets it through nicely. And we're going towards the line for Chugster. And he's in the third on a 111.3, a cracking effort from Chugster there. Who else is out there? Is that in the danger? Dave is about to cross the line. It is indeed in the Scuderia. He's going to watch out. He'll be looking over his shoulder. Lewis Hamilton might be looking for his drive next year, but it's in the danger. Dave in the second at a 110.7. He'll be doing well. It's simple who might be under pressure here. If you're in a Scuderia and your name is Carlos Sainz, you've already lost your drive. Absolutely madness. Okay, Chugster's out there. Everyone. T-Brand into 6th. Did a good effort there in the kick Alfa Romeo. Looking forward to that car this year with the green livery. Teko's on a lap. He's the only car out there on a lap. I know Sebo has started another lap as well, I believe. So we'll wait to see how he gets on. Giving them curves and that chicane a lot of respect there is Teko. Haha. Down the back straight. Teko with the 10th and a 112.5. Pleasant Snake out there on one. We'll see how he gets on. Pleasant Snake into the hairpin. Can the Haas driver do anything about the cars up in front? Well, any lap time is better than no lap time. So we'll see how we get on with that one. Down the back straight once more towards the final chicane with 10 minutes on the clock here. Qualifying is going to get very heated very quickly in here indeed. Down towards the line is Pleasant Snake, and he is into 4th at a 111.3. So, interesting tactic from Kismakus, Herman, Tolbels and Fellows and Skid Solo and Sinful still in the pits out in there. Fellison's on one out there. He's trying to get a lap time on the board. We'll leave him to it for now because I think Formula 1 might be on another flyer here. He is indeed. He was provisional pole. He's dropped all the way down to 6th position, but he's had his banker lap. Look at the commitment. Oh no, he spun. I can't believe it, into the back. He keeps his rear wing. He might be okay, but that was a close one for Formula 1. We only said, the commentators curse, he was super committed. What's up, LT Tang? You absolute legend. What's up? That Lin here. Absolute great to see you guys in the old chat. Let me know who you think is going to get the qualifying. Kachow is top of the timesheets at a 1:10.6 with Danger Dave at 1:10.7 in second, and Mr. Welter's in third on a 1:10.8. This is the SSRL. It's the Silly Season Racing League. It's round 6 on Canada, brought to you by the Racing Notebook, KamiKayGifts, and Oszku Dog Toys. Check out the description in the links in the description below. Right. So we've got a few drivers into the pit lane for now. I'm going to try and sort this light out if I can. It's doing my bracketing. Leave you with Fellison to see how he's getting on. He's down 1.3, so we won't be too happy with that one. Mr. Welter perhaps might be on one. Let's have a look at Mr. Welter. Not too bad. Hey, hopefully that's a little bit better now. So, you're stuck here on your own. That was quite. How he's doing? Is that a little bit better now? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Sure, we'll run with it anyway. We'll leave the guys to it. So Mr. Welter, top of the time sheet on a 1:10.599. I was digressing with a bleeding camera while he was out there smashing lap times in. Great effort from Mr. Welter in the Red Bull with a little lock up into the hairpin. I'm sure he might be on another fast one here. We'll see how he gets on. Down towards the chicane once more. We're about to run out of fuel. I'd assume he's going to continue on. He is indeed. Kachow has crashed out of qualifying. I can't believe it. True. Third, 5 and 6, I think it was. It was indeed. We have someone else. Who else is that? That's Kismikus having an issue in the exact same corner. So Kachow is out of qualifying. Kismikus keeps it in the game. But that's unbelievable. Kachow on his flying lap there could not get it to stick, and that's the story. He runs out of grip and throws it into the wall, unfortunately for Kachow. Now it's up to everyone else to try and beat him. He's a sitting duck there. There's a lot of traffic out there. Look at him at the cars down in that hairpin. Such a big track, and they still find each other all the same piece. But anyway, down towards the final chicane comes Trugster. And he is not going to improve. He's come into the pits. T-Bran. Let's have a look at T-Bran. Haven't mentioned him this much this evening. Look at the commitment through the first chicane. Cracking line from T-Bran. Keeping it all under wraps for now. A little bit wide. Trying to carry the momentum. A lot of drivers struggling through that section here this evening. And he's backed out of it. Fortunately for himself. Let's have a look at Teko. Teko's 12 seconds off it, so we'll go down to Kovačka. How are they getting on? Into the chicane we go with Kovačka. Can we improve on a 1:12.1? Oh, we do, to 12th on a 1:11.9. Cracking effort from Kovačka. Every time you go out, if you can gain a few tenths, sure, you'd be a happy camper yourself. Kismikus still without a representative lap time. Herman is still in the pits. So is Tobelson, Skid Solo, and Sinful. This could be a disaster for the drivers. Although here comes, I assume, Sinful. It is indeed. So Sinful's coming out of the pits now. It's his time to shine. Who is coming into the final chicane now? Oh, look how close Formula 1 got to the wall there. To 4th position he goes. These drivers are pushing extremely hard and they're trying to get every last bit out of the car. But he can't quite do it. 3 minutes and 50 odd seconds. He needs to get back around and back out if he can. So, on the team are holding him up here too with Fellowson. Plenty of time if you're coming into the pits now, but an extra lap on them pits, maybe you'd be alright. So everyone's in the pits really. Through the final corner comes Teco to start his lap. We'll leave him to it. T-Brand is on one right now. Can he navigate the chicane cleanly this time? He's coming into the final two corners. Oh, look at that commitment. Lovely jubbly towards the line for T-Brand. And he can't improve. He can't do it, unfortunately. And look at this. Everyone is piling out of the pits now. Everyone's starting to pull the trigger. No Sebo started a lap. Nobody on the exit. That's a good thing for himself. Let's have a look at No Sebo. He was. And he's invalidated. Sure, there we go. Talk about the commentator's curse. This is where you're going to find a lot of people's frustrations and anxiety coming to the forefront. There's only 2 minutes 30 odd seconds left on the clock. This is the SSRL. We're coming to the closing stages of qualifying for round 6 in Canada. Who's it going to be? Mr. Welter is your provisional pole sitter. Kachow has crashed it in second on a 110.6, and then the Danger Dave is in third on a 110.7. Everyone else in the 111s. Teco with the 5th. What a cracking effort from Teco. Good man yourself. He'll be a happy camper with that one. Herman, the German, is just about to start his lap. Sinful has invalidated. 1 minute and 50 odd seconds. Now the drivers are starting to feel the pressure here. Who's that? Formula 1 really leaving it late here. We've got a Red Bull. Everyone's starting some lap times. Let's go back to the No Sebo. He's only started his other lap. Okay. So who is the first driver on a lap, I hear you ask? It could be Truckster. No. Quincy. It's going to be Quincy. No, he's invalidated. The No Sebo. It is the No Sebo again. Don't know how he's managed that one. But the stars have aligned for No Sebo. How can he get down towards 9 and 10? Navigate this very nicely indeed, and you might stand a good chance here. Nice indeed. We've seen a few drivers having issues through the exit there this evening. Down towards the hairpin now for the final time for the No Sebo. And accelerating up through the gearbox. Some drivers keeping out of the way, not careful not to give a slipstream. And that cloud cover has turned into sunshine at the final stages, the penultimate few corners here. And No Sebo comes towards the Herman, goes pole. I can't believe it. No Sebo crosses the line, can't improve by almost a 10th. But Herman, where did that come from? Herman in first position at a 110.1. He's absolutely smashed it towards the competition. Mr. Welter's in the pits. He can't do anything about it. So we're riding on board with Danger Dave to see how he gets on. Formula 1 has just started his lap as well. Good stuff from Dave. Calm, collected, under control towards the timing beam. He's up by 2/10 here. Little bit of a lock up and running wide. He's going to have to throw it into the last chicane to stand any chance of gaining up the order. Some drivers crossing the line up in front of us. Here we go, Dave into the final corner. Oh, what a cracking line. Dave hooks the inside. Can he improve from 4th? He does into a cracking 2nd. What are you doing, Aston Martin? Cracking 2nd by Dave. And it's only going to be Formula 1 who can try and get him here. Pleasant Snake is also on one. Oh, the teammates sharing a slipstream, I think it was. I think I've just seen it. So let's see. Pleasant Snake into 7th. Can't do anything about it. Formal's wide. He's invalidated into the wall. He has. I can't believe it. Understeer central into the chicane, and he hits the champion's wall. Quincy to the line into a solid 7th position. Happy out for himself, and everyone else is finished here. They are. So it's Herman the German who gets pole position for the SSRL round 6 from Canada, followed closely by Danger Dave, and then Mr. Welter in third. Well, what a savage qualifying we have witnessed here this evening. Herman the German takes pole position for round 6. Danger Dave joins him on the front row in second, with Mr. Welter in third. Kachow gets away with that crash halfway through qualifying in fourth. Formula 1 in fifth with Teco sixth. Quincy seventh with Pleasant Snake in eighth. Fellas in ninth, and Truckster is your top 10. D. Perez in 11th with T-Bran in 12th. Kovitska in 13th. The Nocebo 14th. F-Tronics in 15th. Sinful 16th with Quan 17th. Kismakus 18th. Hobelson 19th. And Skid Solo in 20th. So what an absolute cracking qualifying we have witnessed here this evening. Herman the German takes pole position with Dave joining him on the front row. The guys are going to be having themselves a quick comfort break, so we'll leave them to get their strategies and fuel in order, get themselves ready to rock and roll for this 50% race. This is the SSRL, it's Silly Season Racing League. Round 6 from Canada, brought to you by the Racing Notebook, KamiKayGifts, and Oszku Dog Toys. And we'll leave you with this message from our sponsors. Introducing the ultimate Racing Notebook, your indispensable companion for every motorsport racer. This sleek, purpose-built notebook is designed to enhance your racing experience. Take notes after every session. Make each drive count. Write down and review incidents, lap times, and your performance. This Racing Notebook comes equipped with dedicated time slots for personal and session bests for each race event. Now you can keep track of practice sessions, qualifying laps, and the main race with precision, allowing you to easily note down the critical moments of each session. In the notes section, you can capture every detail, whether you want to jot down driver insights, strategies, or highlight standout moments. The notes section provides you with the canvas to document the essence of each race. The Racing Notebook is not just a journal, it's a comprehensive tool to enhance your racing experience. Whether you're a casual fan or a dedicated motorsports aficionado, this notebook is the perfect companion to fuel your passion for racing and gain lap time and consistency. So welcome back to the channel. We await the drivers still on the grid. We'll take this opportunity to have a look at the driver standings before we get this race underway. As you can see, it's Herman leading the way on 88 points in first position, with Pleasant Snake, his teammate, now in second on 64 points. He's 24 points behind. Mr. Welter in third on 55 points, so he's 33 points behind, respectively. Dave in fourth, Fellison in fifth. And that's your top five. Kachaz dropped down to sixth now, with Formula 1, Quincy and Co. There is your top 12. We'll have a look at the 13th down to 24th. And as you can see, there's a very common theme through this championship. The drivers are very close together, and there's a lot up for grabs still this year. The constructors, we have a look at Haas on 152 points. Aston Martin in second on 73. Ferrari's in third on 60, and Red Bull Racing in fourth in 58. And Alpine is your top 5 in 55. So very close between third and sixth in the constructors as well. Let's jump back to the game. We expect the drivers excuse me, to be pulling out sooner rather than later. The audio is having a great time in game as well. What are you meant to do? So 13 corners, 4.3 kilometers, 2.7 miles is the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, and it may look easy on paper, but let me assure you it is anything but easy for these drivers. 1997, we had 4 drivers hit the Wall of Champions on the exit. That's where it gets its name from. 3 of them drivers were champions. Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher and Jacques Villeneuve all met their race end in the wall. Kubica then as well in 2007 had a massive accident down towards the hairpin. Lucky to get away with it, to be quite honest with you. He missed a race or two maybe afterwards, but he's came back a year later fighting hard, and he won his first and only Grand Prix victory. Same for BMW Sauber as well. So, I'm telling you now, what coulda, woulda, shoulda for Kubica with that one. Anyway, Herman the German leads us on our warm-up lap here this evening. The Danger Dave is in second, and Mr. Welter in third. Kachow is in fourth, with Formula 1 in fifth. Teco in sixth, with Quincy in seventh. Pleasant Snake in eighth, with Fellas in ninth. And Trugster is your top 10. D. Perez in 11th, with T-Bran in 12th. Kovacs in 13th, with Nocebo in 14th. F-Tronic 15th, Sinful 16th, with Quan 17th. Kismukus in 18th. Tolbelson in 19th. And Skid Solo rounding out our runners here this evening. Let's have a look at the tyre allocations. Mostly mediums, with a handful of softs out there. With a handful of hards, almost a little bit more than a handful, and one soft runner out there. So we'll see how we get on for the rest of this race. It's going to be 1, maybe 2 pit stops strategy. Here we go. Hard to medium, medium to hard, or medium soft, soft, or soft, medium, soft. It doesn't really matter. As long as you change your compound at least once during the race to an alternate compound, you should be fine. Looks a lot sunnier than qualifying did, so there doesn't look to be any threat of rain, at least for the first few laps here. Herman brings the field to the grid. This is the SSRL. It's Silly Season Racing League. It's round 6 from Canada. Brought to you by the Racing Notebook, KamiKayGifts, and Oszku Dog Toys, with myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth. So we await the green flags at the back, and we will be racing. Here we go. We have lights on the gantry. We've got 4. It's 5. And we are racing for the SSRL. Herman gets a good start. Danger Dave has also got an okay start, but Welter up the inside. Look at this, pressure into turns 2. We go. Herman is still your race leader. The rest of the field sorting themselves out. Let's see how they get on through the exit up towards 4 and 5. We go for the first time. The mid-pack all still jostling for positions through the chicane. How do we get through? We're still side by side through the field. Still okay between them all. Fellison and T-Bran not giving each other any quotes here. T-Bran has to yield the position. But the field, that was extremely intense between the lot of them. Tefronic and Nocebo down the back there having some issues. Sinful as well, making maneuvers. So we come to the hairpin for the first time. Is anyone going to try and get a sneaky pass? Here we are, the two teammates. Yes, indeed. Oh no, I can't believe it. Kismakus out of nowhere straight into the back of, was that Kwan? I think he hit Kwan. I think he did. I can't believe it. The first lap. Oh my word. 5 seconds for Nocebo for having a... How can you have a collision with somebody who caused the safety car and crashed out of the race game? Well, there's only one thing for it. Let's have a look at that on the full replay. Let's have a look-ski here. So, we just missed the first couple of corners, but we're not really interested in that right now. Look towards the back of the field with Kismakus and Kwan. You'll see an Alpine barreling into the braking zone. Very, very heavy indeed. And we got the last bit of it. There we go. I don't understand. So wait a minute. Let's rewind that a little bit because let's go back to that 1 second. That's crazy. So we'll bring it forward, right, and we'll break it down here because we're on a safety car, so we have a little bit of time. So down towards the hairpin we go. We see the two Aston Martins going side by side. So this is how it should be done. But you can see, even from the get-go, Kismakus carrying way too much momentum. He's just after misjudging the braking zone, or perhaps getting caught out by Kwan, braking a little bit early, being safe. Anyway, here we are into the braking zone. Nowhere to go. Bang! Absolutely, the front wheel is off that car, smashed. And then if we keep going here, there's the McLaren, a car in the way. How are you meant to avoid that? I have no idea. So look, we are not back racing yet. I just wanted to make sure we didn't get caught out. So yeah, oh, there's me with a weird face. So let's bring that back ever so slightly. Yeah. So here we go. The Alpine is totally crashed out of the race. The McLaren's just turning in. He has to turn in at some point and gets hit, and then he gets a 5-second penalty for unnecessary contact. Well, there we go. Sick buzz for Skid Solo. The Skid Solo, one of them anyway. One of the McLarens. No, it's the Nocebo. Disaster. Anyway, we are on lap 3 of 35 here in the SSRL. We had an accident in the hairpin on lap 1, which we have lost. Kismakus out of the race. He outbroke himself and just hit the cars up in front, unfortunately, for Alpine. So the lights are out on the safety car. Well, they will be momentarily, and we will be back racing at the end of this lap. The FIA, a bit of a mind reader there. What you loving your right? Right, here we go. Herman takes over the safety car privileges here. It's up to him when we go back to green flag racing. Mr. Welter and co are going to try and figure out when he decides to go, but we'll see because we have the telemetry. 71 mile an hour. Still having an accelerated jet. We're coming towards the chicane. And he's gone now. He's gone now. Caught Welter napping, I have to say. And we are back to green flag racing in the SSRL. Lap 4 of 35. Herman leads the field down towards turns 1. Everyone else making a very cautious restart, you have to say. Everyone giving each other plenty of room. Quincy is the closest car. Dave is close to the car up in front as well. So a cracking start from Herman, 26. He is your race leader. .4 seconds. Oh no! The Williams, what a save by Formula 1! I can't believe it. Tokyo Drift out here this evening, and he gets away with it. Down into the braking zone. He may have a puncture, he may not. Yellow flag, section 2, section 3. Everyone's having a yellow flag. The no Sebo's had an issue, and it's really after kicking off now. Down towards the chicane we go. Formula 1 under pressure from the cars around him. Up the inside goes Teco. And he makes the maneuver. Oh no! Teco's into the wall on the exit. I can't believe it. Teco's crashed it, so he's lost the front wing, I would assume, with that one. And yeah, he won't be a happy camper with that at all. Formula 1 runs deep. T-Bran is really caught up here as well. Lovely helicopter shot here from the guys looking down. And Formula 1 has dropped all the way down to 12th. What is up with Formula 1? He is dropping like a stone. Does he have an issue here this evening? Big issues. Kovicka pulls to the inside to let people by, is it? To defend. A super early defensive job. It's only going to hold up F-Tronic. Bit of strangeness going on here. Ferrario Sinful shows the nose into the braking zone, decides better of it. Oh, Skid Solo up the inside of Thomason. What a maneuver from the McLaren. And he makes the maneuver stick on the exit. What a cracking dive bomb it was into the hairpin. Kwan under pressure is giving pressure now to Thomason up in front. DRS is now enabled for this lap. Drivers have to leave it out for now. Herman is still your race leader, although that has been dropped down to 1.2 seconds now. So I have to say, Perez and Chuckster are battling hard back here. Yes, they are indeed. Look at this. We've got a few cars off. It's rally season already. Formula 1 trying to make maneuvers. People making mistakes around them. Perez gets relegated to 12th position. Formula 1 with a double lock-up here. Keeping it easy on throttle on the exit as well. Quincy's only 2/10 off. Quincy's side by side. Yes, he is. He's down the inside into the chicane. And he makes the maneuver. Dave is into 5th. Quincy's into 4th. Mr. Welter and Kachow go side by side into the next corner. Quincy's still there. Oh, look at this. Who's this? People are having issues. Major issues out there. Sinful's crashed in the chicane. Dave takes back the position from Quincy. Kachow is in 2nd. Welter's being relegated to 3rd. And it's very hard to keep up with it. I'm sure you guys will agree. Yellow flags out there as well. Who is that? That's D. Perez having issues, is it? No. Where are the yellow flags at? Chuckster, perhaps? Not quite sure. We'll just concentrate with Fellison right now. He's right on. The car's up in front. Look at this. Pleasant Snake runs extremely wide. Fellison has the superior grip and gets the maneuver even before the braking zone. He does. And that is superior grip from them hards at this stage. You'll have to have a look at the tyres because that is definitely having to be considered. Quincy and Dave go at it once more. Quincy is back by into the chicane, but we don't know how that ended up the last time around. Dave is on the back of Quincy once more, and Fellowson and co are closing in this time, but Dave hasn't not got an answer for Quincy. So there we go. Quincy continues in fourth, takes the position. Formula 1 is pitted with his 6-lap old mediums. He must be really struggling out there. Quincy's deep. Dave's going to have a run here. We're right on board at the Scuderia driver as we try and make a manoeuvre down towards the chicane. We pull to the inside, think better of it. Let Quincy have all the pressure that he needs, and we'll wait for the DRS this time around. Let's jump back to Fellowson, because Fellowson's watching these two up in front sort themselves out. And he's the one going to be having a double slipstream. Look at this. He's caught right up into the braking zone. T-Brown and Taco are right with, Pleasant Snake and T-Brown as well, but they've dropped back ever so slightly. DRS now. Dave up the inside towards the chicane, makes the manoeuvre. Cannot do anything about it, can Quincy. All he needs to do is try to get a good run through the exit, but he does not. And it's going to be Fellowson once again trying to make the manoeuvre. No, he can't quite get there. So it's status quo for 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th for now. T-Brand struggling under acceleration in the exit there. Let's have a look at the old side-by-side replay. We'll see how we were looking with that one. Was it the Williams slide, was it? I think it may have been. Not quite sure what it is actually. Oh, it is. Look at that. Brilliant. Yellow flags out here as well in Sector 2. They are quickly cleared. Perhaps it was T-Bran. It might have been T-Bran having a spin out there. Unfortunately for him. Quincy is under pressure now from Fellowson. Looks as if Dave has made a bit of a gap here. He has indeed. Oh no, yellow flags out there. Someone's hit the wall. Chuckster perhaps Teco. One of them's lost something. Oh, it's Teco, no front wing. Disaster for Teco. He was doing so well. You have to say, so well out there. Fortunately, hit the wall. So here's one of the best battles right now. It's Quincy, Fellowson and Pleasant Snake. Dave is ever so slightly pulled away here. Hairpin for the 10th time. Quincy gets a good exit. He's not within a second though with Dave, so he's going to be under pressure from Fellowson behind. Fellowson ducks to the inside towards the braking zone. And through goes Fellowson into 5th. Quincy is being relegated to 6th. Excuse me, can't Quincy do anything about it into the first corner? Not quite close enough. Teco's got a 5-second speeding penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Bad towards. Oh no! Dave has spun! I can't believe it! Dave has spun! And that's a disaster for Dave. I can't believe it. He's just given up all that time and effort. About 4 or 5 seconds he's lost there. 4.6 seconds. He has indeed. Have a look at that. I think we caught that ever so slightly through the background, the foreground I should say. Oh, what is Pleasant Snake after doing? That's interesting. So Snake's after making a mistake as Quincy goes by Fellowson. So Quincy finds himself in 4th. What a net gain from Quincy. He's having a cracking Grand Prix this evening. Fellison's right in the slipstream though. You don't want to be doing a dive bomb at that stage. And Pleasant Snake and Dave find each other very close together. Dave very deep under the brakes. Electronics and Skid Solo having a phenomenal battle out there. Been keeping an eye on the timing screens. Skid Solo's doing a cracking job out there. Down towards turns 1 we go. These two drivers racing each other extremely hard, but extremely fair. You see the position change. 9 positions from Skid, yeah. Decent. Skid's lost a bit of pace there though, in fairness. He may have just made a mistake. We'll jump up towards Quincy of Fellison, because Fellison up the inside into the braking zone. No, but Quincy runs wide and Fellison takes the advantage. So it's a drag race down the straight now, but I believe Fellison has the DRS and he's going to pull away down the straight. He is indeed, although not by much, I have to admit. Pleasant Snake's into the pits. He's starting to pull a somewhat of a undercut here on the cars around him. And Quincy has just dropped out of the second, so I'm going to jump back towards these guys. Oh, Tobison's crashed. And we have a safety car. Tobison's crashed out of the Grand Prix. Look at this. What's after happening? We've got an Aston Martin beside him as well. Oh my word, what's after going on? Truckster. Does Truckster know something that we don't? Perhaps Tobison has crashed out of the race on lap 13 of 35. It's the second safety car here, ladies and gentlemen. What are you meant to do? Canada is really kicking it off here, and the leaders have decided to pit. Herman's come in, Kachal's come in, Mr. Welter's come in. So, ow, my elbow, I'm after wrecking it off the table. Herman has come in for a set of softs. Kachal's on mediums, Mr. Welter's on hards. T-Brown gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car, and that is just unfortunate for himself. With that one. As they ride on board of Kachal, everyone's going to have to make another stop except for Mr. Welter, I would assume. So Mr. Welter's looking very tasty indeed. He will want this race to go to the end under green flag conditions, but Herman, Kacha, they're all banking on it won't go to the end. So we'll have to wait and see how they get on. Yeah. Oh. So while we're on the safety car, let's have a look at the new positioning of a few things here. We'll have a look at KamiKayGifts. check the link out in the description. Digital artwork and the likes is definitely something you'll enjoy for your office, for your kitchen, for your bedroom. There's plenty of different designs and details out there, and you really will. I'm telling you now, you'll find something you'll love. That's KamiKayGifts. Check the link in the description. Have a look at Oszku dog toys as well. Class Buzz Oszku dog toys. They are really good. I think the penguin's my favourite. Let me know what your favourite is in the old chat or in the old comments. Again, check the link out in the description. Amazon link there. A set of 5 or 6 toys to choose from. Really cool. My dogs enjoyed it. I'm sure as yours will too. And if you don't have dogs, they still look really cool. Oszku dog toys. Check it out. And I don't have a little thing for my racing notebook, but check out the racing notebook too. Made by a gamer for gamers with racing experience and knowledge. Check it out, the racing notebook in the link in the description. Everything's in the description. Just check it out. Be rude not to. Have a little scroll. Check it out. Oh, 3-second time penalty by Truckster, brought to you by the links in the description. Oh, Lord. So, we are under safety car, lap 16 of 35. We'll be lap 17 when we get back to green flag racing. And we do look forward to it. Their second safety car of this evening, but this race has been absolutely cracking. If you're only joining us, check out the start of the race at the end of the race, because you will not be disappointed. It's been a great fight between everybody through the field. Herman has led from the start, but he hasn't had it all his own way. It's been seesawing, yo-yoing with the times and people catching him. Mr. Wouter and Kachow were having a fantastic battle. Quincy, Dave, Pleasant Snake, the whole lot of them just having a cracking race there up until the most recent safety car. But as you see there, the safety car is in at the end of this lap, so it's up to Herman the German to go when he is good and ready to. We'll ride on board as the Haas driver. I'm going to see when he accelerates. He accelerated just before the chicane the last time. He's gone again. He's done the exact same thing. Kacha has been caught mapping a little bit, but Mr. Wouter certainly has not. He's already fell once before. Herman brings us back to green flag racing on lap 17 of 35. Pretty much halfway through this race. Kovacs up the inside of Kwan, but has to give the position back, unfortunately, and it's all getting bottlenecked through the exit here. Teco using the nose. Oh, contact, they're both into the wall. I cannot believe it, lads. What is going on? Everyone taking evasive maneuvers. Ah, lads, I can't believe it. Everyone's crashing now under the safety car. Restart. Still contact is made. And there we go. We'll have a look at that side-by-side replay. That was unfortunate. Drivers just entangling wheels. Teco and Kovacs out of the race for now. Formula 1 has been caught up in that as well. He's lost his front wing. And just when it was kicking off, it kicked off a bit too much, you'd have to say. Everyone into the hairpin this time around, getting away with it. Mr. Wouter and Fellison battling hard. Mr. Wouter's been passed by Fellison. Wouter's having a shocking... Oh, he's on a set of hards. Okay, that's why. So he's going to lose some grip initially to the cars around him, but it will come back to him. Let's have a look at this side-by-side replay shenanigans, because through the exit of turn 1, Teco gets pushed a little bit too deep in there, I have to say. Side-by-side at the Alfa Romeo then, they just seem to close in on each other there as well towards the apex. Yeah, and there we go. Teco. Don't know where you thought that Aston Alfa Romeo was meant to go. What are you meant to do? Deep goes Quincy behind, so he's pushing hard on them softs. Can't afford to let the guys get in front too much. He needs to use that tyre advantage now while he still has it, while it's still fresh. So just about a second's gap has opened up between a few of these drivers. Quincy's within the second now. Fellison's on the back of Kachan now. I'm telling you now, Fellison's on a flyer here this evening, I have to say. Skid Solo is the one on it. Look at this, 3 wide almost towards the braking zone. It was 3 wide between these drivers. The Ferrari up the inside, I can't believe it. Almost contact with Skid Solo. They were lucky to get away with that one. That had a disaster written all over it. That was so dodgy. Fair play to Simple for stopping the car. I don't know, there must have been some contact or something. Let's have a look at that one side by side. That was unbelievable. So down the straight they go. Skid Solo and Simple. We'll jump back to them momentarily on the screen, because we're concentrating with Dave live. So here we go, there we are, 3 wide down towards the braking zone, and I just thought the Ferrari was going to career into the side of the McLaren there, to be honest. McLaren gives them racing room, and they both live to fight another day. But holy moly, that was Dodge Central. Yellow flags in Sector 1. That's Formula 1 on his outlap. Oh my word, it's gone from bad to worse for Formula. Having a mare. Look at that. Sad sights to see for the once race contender this evening. He'll be back fighting next year for it, or sorry, next time out. No doubt, but look at this. There's such a field spread here. Pleasant Snake is a good bit back. Deeper Skid, Solo, Sinful, Quan's catching F-Tronic. Yeah, a good bit of field spread after that safety car start. Now everyone's kind of jostled themselves out. Quincy's on the back of Mr. Welter. He needs to get this move done, and done fast, because they're on 6 laps now, them softs. He's got a good run here. Mr. Welter has no DRS either. Ooh, a bit of a lock-up. Formula 1 is retired from the session in the pit lane. He has had enough of that one. And he's called it quits. Quincy up the slipstream of Mr. Welter and makes the maneuver sticky way before the braking zone. He is on his way now as Quincy. He needs to try and catch Fellison, and I have to say Quincy's car is looking very nice indeed out there. Yellow flags in Sector 1 because we have a car rejoining. What's the yellow flag for? Oh! It's the Williams of Formula 1 coming back out, almost causing an accident between half the field. Not to worry. Oh, somebody's slow. Coming out of the pits, it's Quan. Coming out of the pits, that's who it is. Mr. Welter's passed Quincy once more. Oh, look at this, and Dave is caught and joined the fight here. Dave is on the back of Mr. Welter, but Quincy gets a cracking run. Can Quincy do anything about Welter? Sorry, Dave into the braking zone. He's going to try and run around the outside. Not quite able to make it move. Stick. And Dave now is after Welter for 4th position. We'll have a look at the penalties on these guys. There's a few of them starting to creep in. Everyone's on 3 seconds. 6 for Sinful and 6 for Chuckster respectively, but Herman, the race leader, still has no penalties. Fair play to himself. 2-second advantage from Kacha now. There's a couple of isolated battles out there. Quincy and Co run very deep into that chicane. Gives Welter a little bit of breathing space. Although they're all within DRS of each other, so should be okay. D. Perez on the back of Pleasant Snake. Skid Solo is under pressure from Sinful here. Alright. So status quo between these three drivers for now. Can D. Perez do anything? No. So it's Sinful on the back of Skid Solo. Here we are. He's it well within striking distance. He pulls to the inside for the braking zone of the chicane, and it's already moved on. Before he gets there, can he keep it? Yes, he does. Skid Solo gave him plenty of room. Probably hoped that he found the champion's wall through the exit, but that was some fantastic driving from Sinful. And he sets the fastest third sector, in fairness to him, with that as well. So he definitely carried the speed and the momentum. So after that safety car restart, this field has really got a spread on. Not quite sure where all the gaps have come from, but everyone, I suppose, has pulled the pin, trying to gain a gap on the car behind, because they're all going to have to pit once more, except for the hard tyre runners, Mr. Welter and F-Tronics. The Red Bulls have consolidated each other's strategy, and they're going for it. Here we are, D. Perez on the back of Pleasant Snake towards the inside of turns 1 we go. Snake hangs it back around the outside and keeps the position. Yellow flags out there. The Danger Dave and Quincy are going at it. Oh, look at this. Quincy, what a cracking maneuver from Quincy. A great bit of defensive driving between the two drivers. And Quincy keeps the position. But Dave is hounding the Mercedes driver now. Dave's just going to wait for the DRS activation zone now, and it should be a ham and cheesy. Take it easy. Take the position. Herman's pitted, so he's committed to that strategy now. Herman's pitted. So what Kacha, Fellison and Co want is a safety car now. Dave is up the inside of Quincy. Quincy can't quite hold it around the outside as he would have liked to. And here's Herman coming out side by side of his teammate and Co. So D. Perez finds two Hasses there. Bit of a hold up there indeed into the chicane. And Alpha Aston Martin has to take a base of maneuvers. Who is this? So Truckster. Oh, okay. Drugster's lapped. All right, then. So D. Perez is not going to be happy camper about that one at all. What kind of tyres do we have on? It's another set of softs for Herman. He'll be one to watch now very closely. He's flying already. He's already passed Quincy. He's 3 seconds behind Dave, and I'm sure that won't be that much longer. Give it a chicane and maybe a couple of corners. Pit stops for Pleasant Snake and Quincy respectively. So a good few drivers starting to pull the trigger now. Into the final 10 laps here of the SSRL. It's round 6 from Canada, brought to you by KamiKayGifts, Oszku Dog Toys, and the Racing Notebook. And the final round of pit stops have just kicked off underway. Into the braking zone goes Herman. He's catching Dave now. He's dropped that 3 seconds down to 9/10, and he'll have the DRS down the next straight as well. So what's happened here? Tronic is in 6th, Kovic's in 7th, Quincy in 8th. This is going to be very tight between these drivers now. Quincy tries it around the outside, but he's going to lose position to Snake behind. I can't believe it. Quincy's not going to be happy with that one. D. Perez has caught the back of these guys as well. So we're all battling for position down towards this chicane. Up the inside goes Quincy. Can he make it under the brakes? He does. The Alfa Romeo has to take evasive maneuvers, and we're side by side through the exit. We're almost 3 wide at one stage, or 2 by 2, like Noah's Ark indeed. Into the first corner and the second corner. Quincy is not letting Perez have his own way here. A little bit of wheel banging, but Quincy's gonna keep the position. And D. Perez taken to the grass once more. Very strange lines by the Aston Martin driver, looking a bit desperate there, with a few dive bombs as well. So we'll have to wait and see. D. Perez up the inside now, makes the maneuver stick into the chicane, gives room to Quincy, and Quincy though is going to be right back on him towards the DRS detection zone. So D. Perez may be ruined that decision here. Into the braking zone we go, and look at that. D. Perez has run wide. Quincy's got a good run, and so does Snake. They are all almost behind Tefronic now, F-Tronics. But to the outside goes Quincy, and we are 3 wide. Pleasant Snake is making maneuver 2, but can't get it done into the braking zone. Quincy takes the position, and look at this, D. Perez back up the inside for Snake on the exit. And here we go, we're 3 wide once again into the braking zone. But can we make a stick? Almost able to. Yes, we are. Holy moly, we had interlocking wheels. We had Dodge Central, and they made it stick. And D. Perez finally gets Snake, I have to say, with that one. He'll be a happy camper with that. We'll look at that side-by-side replay before anything mad happens. And we were 3 wide down into the chicane, and I'm just going to let you guys look at that replay, because that was phenomenal stuff. Great battling between all these drivers. Now they've caught Tefronic now as well, so here we go. D. Perez and Tefronic's F-Tronic, I should say, battling out down the straight. Quincy's there, Snake is there as well. It's like a NASCAR draft session down the front straight. Here we go towards the braking zone for the chicane. D. Perez continues in the lead of this battle. Quincy's now in 7th, and Pleasant Snake in 8th. Lap 29 at 35, we're getting there. Oh, Snake almost crashes into the back of Quincy there, which will no doubt give Perez a bit of an advantage here. Herman has passed Welter for 3rd. And can he catch the drivers up in front? I don't know. 6 seconds to gain on Fellison. Well, 3 seconds to gain. Wait a minute. He's 6/10 behind Fellison and 6 seconds off Kacha. Yellow flags out there. Truckster perhaps in the chicane. Having an issue. It definitely is Truckster. We're looking at his teammate just in front of these 2 drivers battling hard. Quincy wide into turn 8 and 9 chicane, which has compromised Snake tremendously here as well towards the braking zone. Snake shows the nose, and it's going to be a maneuver there. And the Ferraris, Red Bull and Alfa Romeos are battling it out too, but we're side by side with Quincy and Pleasant Snake. Quincy has been dropped to 8th, Snake is now into 7th, and the battle behind is still continuing as well into the braking zone. once more. Herman is up into second, and he's got 6 seconds to catch Kacha, which translates into 3.5 seconds after the penalty. 6.5 seconds to gain. Let's have a look at these penalties once more, because that is the magic number. 3 seconds between Kacha, Fellison, Mr. Wouter. Herman's one of the only drivers out there without any penalties so far. So Herman needs to get within 3 seconds of the race leader to become the de facto winner. But everyone likes to win it on merit, let's be honest. Everyone likes to win it on merit. What is this thing happening up here? Not quite sure. Feck off me. Move that to the middle. Hopefully that gets rid of it. Right. Truckster's retired out of the race. Disaster for Truckster. He was doing so well this evening. Unfortunately, had to leave it. F-Tronics is pitted as well. So D. Perez has not been able to pull away from this battle here behind. Oh no! I can't believe it! Unbelievable stuff. Snake crashes into D. Perez. And that is that. Disaster for D. Perez there. Snake obviously wouldn't have meant that one, but yeah, Stewart's maybe having a look at that one after the fact. But what are you meant to do? Mr. Wouters on the back of Fellison here. Here we go. It's not over for third position yet either. Still a podium on offer for these guys. Ooh. What am I like, eh? Oh, Snake and Sinful. So Snake has dropped back even further now. One of the closest battles on track is this 6th, 7th and 8th. Pleasant Snakes lost some front wing there with that one, so he's going to be dropping back. So it's up to Sinful. Can Sinful do anything about Quincy up in front? Skid Solo from the back of the field, effectively going to get 10th position if he can keep it there. That's a good news story for him. Quan's in the pits, not good news for him. To the inside goes Sinful. Quincy does not offer any resistance. Ooh, Sinful nearly threw it into the wall there. And Quincy's right back up the inside towards turns 1. We're flat out into the braking zone. Sinful hangs it around the outside. Quincy thinks better of it, but we are now up the inside. Field switcheroo! I can't believe it! What a cracking manoeuvre from Quincy! And he's going to take the position he is! What an absolute phenomenal cracking manoeuvre that was! Unbelievable! Repeating myself in the commentary field, but that is exactly what you need. Quincy has still got some fight in him yet, and you have to show you're good to go. Otherwise, he'll bite back. D. Perez in the pits for Aston Martin as well. Disaster for Perez. From that contact, I would assume. So Quincy in 6th, Sinful in 7th, Snake in 8th. Excuse me. Snake would want to watch out here. He doesn't want to cause another accident. Sinful on the back of Quincy into the braking zone. This side's better of it. Down towards turns 1. We pull to the inside. Does Sinful. Quincy again. No defense needed. Can we do the old switcheroo once more? Not quite. Sinful knows that trick this time around and keeps the front end well and truly planted. We've started our penultimate lap here for the SSRL. Kachow was 2 seconds in front. Excuse me. Herman is within that 3 seconds. He is your de facto race leader, but as the leaders start their final lap here, Mr. Welter gets Fellowson with 1 lap to go. It's all gonna be battle for the podium here. Excuse me. Let's jump to the front of the field though. Let everyone else sort themselves out. Because the likes of Kachow and Herman haven't had much TV time here this evening because they've been doing a phenomenal race all race long. Kachow is 2 seconds in front of Herman, but has picked up a 3-second penalty in the course of this Grand Prix. So Herman in second is your de facto race leader. And then it's going to be either Mr. Welter or Fellowson who's going to take third. But as we come to the final 2 quarters, it's going to be Kachow who shows everyone he is the master of going faster. He crosses the line in first position on the road, but it's Herman in second who wins the Grand Prix after the penalties. Another win for Herman. He makes it stick. He has the position, and it's going to be Fellowson. Crosses the line. He smashes the wall. Because I believe Mr. Welter has been spun out there. Maybe there was some issues in the end. And Fellowson showing his displeasure. But what a cracking Grand Prix from Herman. Who's it going to be? Can Skid get it? Skid is going to get 9th position. He is. Kovacs, can he do anything about it? They're both on the DRS. No, Skid Solo loses it at the last second. Back into 10th position he goes. And that's the story. But it's Herman, the German, who wins the Grand Prix this evening. Kachow in second and Fellowson in third. Mr. Welter in fourth, and then Danger Dave is your top 5. Well, what a race we have been treated to here this evening once again. But it's Herman who wins the race with Kachow second and Fellowson in third. The celebrations are starting. The drivers are happy. The trophies are raised. The team are happy, and there's only one thing left. It's the champagne! What a cracker we have been treated to here this evening, as always, for the SSRL. But the winner here in Canada is Herman the German. He gets the big W. He is the master of going faster. Kachow in second, won it on the road, but could not win it overall. Fellowson in third joins them on the podium. Mr. Welter in fourth with the Danger Dave in fifth. Pleasant Snake in sixth with Kovacs in seventh. Skid Solo in eighth with Quincy in ninth, and Sinful your top 10. T. Brown in 11th. F-Tronics in 12th. Teco 13th. The No Sebo 14th. Kwan in 15th with D. Perez 16th. And then we got Trucksters at DNF. Formula 1 is a DNF. Tobelson and Kismikas both all DNF'd. Well done to Herman today, I have to say. And Skid Solo has to be the driver of the day from 20th to 10th. Class. So let's see if we can get the guys in for an old chatterooski here just before we throw ourselves off. What an absolute cracker as always. Brilliant stuff by the SSRL. Where is the chat section? Boom, boom, boom. Congratulations, Herman. You are the winner of the Grand Prix. How do you feel?
Thank you. Quite good. Yeah, it was a very opposite weekend of Spain, so yeah, everything worked out for me today. Had to do one-shot quali for the quali there because the tire strategy meant I needed to save extra soft, and yeah, just got a lap in when it was needed, and then controlled the race from there on. Despite the penalty from Gacha, I could make it work even with the extra safety car.
Were you surprised with Kacha? He put on a set of hards, so yeah, you were pretty lucky with that 3-second penalty in the end.
Yeah.
But congratulations once more as well. We're waiting for Kacha Fellison to join us in the commentary booth. But any major issues for yourself out there, Herman? Once you put the second set of softs on, you had a few tricky moments coming back through the field.
No, it was quite easy. Some guys I knew they had to pit and just needed to keep it on the black stuff. I was surprised how good the first soft went, even though the car was low on fuel in the last stint. But yeah, just felt decent, and yeah, only the last few laps I went more to the edge in terms of the track limits. Got myself 2 warnings there, and yeah, just managed to get into the 3-second gap in time. But yeah, was still surprised how the strategy and the long-lasting mediums for Katja went there, to be honest.
The mediums did seem to hold up nicely during the race, but a mixed strategy. The safety cars seemed to fall at just in and around the times people could really play around with it. There's a real mixture of hards, medium, and softs all the way through the race. It was a great race, very entertaining. A few safety cars now, but sure, everyone's trying hard, and there's some fantastic manoeuvres out there, Herman. You like the replay, it was brilliant. But fair play to you anyway.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I noticed that Quincy and Snake and Paris had a huge and a good fight, so I'm looking forward to see that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
It was
the
brilliant.
the safety car came in time for this exact split in terms of if you can go to on the hards to the end with someone like Wouter and then myself on double soft. I was really surprised how Katja made mediums work, but fair play to him. It was securing him second place today.
Yeah, it was very good. Well, anyway, we'll catch you next week as well with the rest of the guys. This is the SSRL, the Silly Season Racing League. It's round 6 from Canada. Congratulations once more to Herman, who wins the Grand Prix. Chad second and Fellison in third. This race has been brought to you by KamiKayGifts, Oszku Dog Toys, and the Racing Notebook with myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth. We'll check you